I'm back here with Bo. We had to give him a bit of a break from the blow dryer. He wasn't reacting well to the Velocity Dryer Blaster. So with these old guys, we have to give them a lot of patience and time. Sometimes you have to give them breaks. We do still want to work on them and get them done as quick as possible. So I just took the opportunity to kind of let him just run around and air dry a little bit. And then I just went in with my fluff dryer. So while he was running around, I took my opportunity to have a little bit of breakfast. So we're just gonna clip him down as quick as possible. Like I said, with these old guys, they're on a time limit, and you kind of have to make a judgment call if you're gonna finish the groom or not. I decided to give him a bit of a break after his bath because he wasn't responding well to the dryer. So I was like, okay, you know what, he's not doing the greatest, so we're just gonna give him a break and we'll let him calm down and we'll see how he does after. And he did much better for the fluff dryer, so we just, let him run around for a bit and get that break. I think he's going a little bit senile, but it is scary doing these old dogs because they can have a heart attack on you, they can collapse on you, they can have seizures. It is very scary, and I don't think people realize how scary it is. And a lot of times when I'm blow drying them, I will just kind of hold them up and make sure they feel secure. It's really important to keep your hands on them because I think that security for them, gives them a sense of, security, because they're getting to that age where they're fragile and frail, and it's just scary. So I think they need that reassurance more so than some of the other dogs, even more so than puppies. So I always like to try and hold them against me when I'm blow drying them, just kind of like a cradle to hold them and make them feel safe. So we're just gonna clip him down really quickly with I'm just using a dark blue. I just want to get him nice and short so that it lasts as long as it can, because he just can't handle the grooming these days. He's getting to that age where, like I said, he's going senile. So and it's summer, so we're just going to take him nice and short. He really struggled in the tub. I was debating whether to give him 2 shampoos just because he was struggling, so we just did the second one really, really quickly. Still wanted him to be nice and clean for his mom. But it's, again, and you have to make that decision. Can this dog handle it? Is he gonna make it through all this? And then, the next question is, am I gonna be able to do this dog again? So I don't think that this guy is going to make it through to the next groom. If we get to that point and she wants to rebook him, I'll probably just rebook him because, for one, where else is he gonna go? But I will probably just let her know today that he definitely struggled and we had to give him a break. So it is concerning when we get to this point. Usually I like to refer dogs to the veterinary because at least if something does happen and you're not responsible, you don't have a vet degree, what are you gonna do if this dog has a heart attack on you? You don't want that to happen. It's too scary. I've only had it happen to me once, where a dog died on me, and he died in the bathtub. I was 15, and my boss was there. She wanted me to bath him, and so I did. And then he kind of collapsed on me, and I just kind of yelled for her to come over quick, and at least she was there. But at 15 years old, that's definitely not something you want to do starting your career off. So you do want to be really careful because it can happen, and maybe discuss the risks with the owner, and like, it's got to be comfortable for you. If you're not comfortable doing it, then don't, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. But this guy, he's been coming to me for probably close to 12 years, so I kind of know his personality, and as you can see, I don't have, this noose is wrapped around one armpit and around his shoulder. That's just so that he's not gonna choke himself, because he is pulling a little bit, and I don't want him to choke himself, so I want him to be more secure. And so you just have to make modifications when you're doing them, you know. And like next time, maybe I'll just give him a quick haircut, and maybe he won't go in the bathtub because he just doesn't like the dryer. It's just something that you have to discuss with the owners, if he makes it. Because like honestly, I don't know that he will. I've said that before though, and I'll be like, okay, I'll rebook, thinking the dog's not going to be able to come back, and I say my goodbyes, and I give him kisses, and you know, tell them I appreciate, you know, all the years that I got with them. And then they come back, and you're like, oh, I didn't think you were going to come back. So I did have one client, her name was Miley. I had to actually tell her that I couldn't do her dog anymore, just because it was too hard. I knew the dog was in pain, I knew the dog was suffering every time we did it, and I just wasn't okay with it. So you gotta make your limits, your boundaries, and you gotta set them and do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with it. So it's a tough call. We have to make these decisions as they come. I just kept rebooking her dog because I was like, oh, she's not gonna make it to the next room. She's not gonna make it to the next room. I already said goodbye. And then she would show up. So it sucks because you don't want to say goodbye, and you do want them to come back, but at the same time, like I said, at what cost, right? Like, she was suffering. This guy here, he's still doing really well. He's walking around really good. He's very strong. Still very, very strong for his age. I feel like sometimes they get stronger at this age, or they just have a strength that nobody else has. You gotta get around to the other side here. So yeah, old dogs is a tough one. And I feel like, you know, I'm in my 12th year here in Sherwood Park, and for grooming dogs, and actually probably longer, but you just kind of have to decide. So it's tough. It's a tough choice, and it's really hard because you build a bond. You build a bond with the clients and their dogs, so it gets hard. As you can see, he's struggling. This will probably be his last room, honestly. As sad as that sounds. Hey buddy, it's okay. We're gonna try and get this done quick and over with. I know. And he's really struggling with his face. He doesn't like you touching his face. I don't know if it's because he's got rotten teeth, he's got moles, he's got lumps. So, and I just kind of work around him and let him do whatever is comfortable for him. So he's got lots of warts and some pretty big bumps. I know, you're ready to lie down. So we're gonna let you. We're gonna just let him lie down because it's comfortable for him. got some pretty big lumps in here, so we're just gonna kind of skim over top. And we'll probably just have to take our scissors and go in there after. And I'm just gonna try and do his face as short as I can if he lets me. Poor guy, hey, you just have to make it as comfortable as possible for these guys. You will make some notes on your card this time, just in case you survive. Hey, buddy? Okay, it's okay. It's very sensitive over his cheeks and chin. Wouldn't even let me dry it. I had to really hold him against my face, against my chest when I was blow drying him. And I just let the air go on it. I didn't really brush it. He didn't want me to wash it either. So I'm just trying to take it as short as possible and gentle as possible. It's okay, guys, it's okay. You know, it takes a really special person to be able to do this. Like, not everyone can just pick up a pair of clippers and get in there and do this. Like, especially with these old dogs. Like, nobody trains you for this. Because you know, I think one of the biggest things with the schooling is, like, you gotta know, like, you could be grooming the dog for, we're just gonna do his ears too. You could be doing the dog for 10, 12 years, his whole life. And they don't tell you how to handle these old guys. And when enough is enough, you know? So, yeah, good boy. His ears aren't fully dry either, but I didn't care. He just needs to be comfortable at this point. I'm just gonna take some clippers and I'm gonna just do around his pads because I've already done his pads, but we're just gonna touch them up again. And since he's laying down, I'm just gonna go in there and get his sanitary. Just do whatever's easiest on him. I don't know if he's gonna let me go in with the clippers. And his eyes, they're still down. Good boy, it's okay. I'm just gonna strip his nose right down because it's just easier for him. You're doing the old school, strip down the nose. Just way easier on him. It's okay, my boy, it's okay. I'm actually using a 30 because I don't want to waste time trying to dig it all out and it's nice and close. And I just do right in front of the ear, that hair that goes right in front of the ear. So I just do that too. Now I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do his legs while he's laying down here on this side, and then we'll worry about the other side after. Like I said, I just want to do this as quick and painless as possible because it's just easier on him. So we're not aiming for perfection at this point. It's just about getting him all cleaned up and making him feel better. I know, sweetheart, it's okay. I try and do the clipper work because it's just easier. bit more. So my back's not sore. These guys are hard on your back too. My next one is actually gonna be just as difficult as he is. She's old too. She actually gets sedated still. She's a schnauzer. So, just gonna clean this all up. I'm gonna do his head while he's just relaxing. It's just easier. Don't have to move him. The less you have to move him, the better. I know you got some lumps there. It's okay, my boy. I know, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. You have to be really careful around his bumps and lumps. We don't want to pop any of them because they are they're full of something. Water, I think, I don't know. So he's not gonna look very good, but we'll get him to be able to somewhat see. He's half blind anyway, but we'll get the hair out of his eyes. Poor guy. It's okay. Do this quick before the next client shows up. We got Norton waiting to be picked up. And I'm holding his ear, making sure that I'm not cutting the leather. Going around real quickly. Good boy. It's okay, honey. His hair is pretty greasy on his head. Nothing you can do about it. We washed it twice. We tried our best. Just that age. We have to let Mommy know you didn't do so good today, huh? I'm just trimming around his nails. I'll have to take the noose off of him after and try to, yeah, he's really sensitive over his face. Come here, buds, it's okay. So we're just gonna try and trim it as close as we can. It's okay. I'm trying gently holding his chin so that he doesn't, so I'm not putting him in any pain. I'm pretty sure his teeth are all rotten. And that's why his brother passed away. Just couldn't handle it. The anesthetic. It's hard on these guys. Okay, buddy. Okay. gotta be quick. These little guys. Yeah, I know. You're not gonna let me do around here, are you? I usually try to pull the lip back, but I just don't know if we're gonna be able to do that today. I usually try to pull the lip back and try and get those hairs that are inside his mouth, but I don't think he's gonna let that happen. And we're not gonna force it today. No, we're not. Poor guy. Yeah, poor guy. Let's see, are you gonna let me do your other foot? He's sitting like a frog. Sitting like a frog, so we'll just let him, like I said, comfortable. He's comfortable. We'll just do the best we can. My clippers and do it in there. You know what? He's happy like this, so we're just gonna do his tail. It's okay, buddy. Oh. Do as short as possible again because like around his rectum, but probably safer to take the clippers, but he doesn't like the clippers, so we already tried that before the bath. So we're just gonna trim it as close as we can, watching out for the rectum because we don't want to slice that open. Still try and do the nice round tail. I know, buddy, you're just so awkward. You're just awkward. You're like swimming like a fish. That's good enough. I don't want to push it. There we go. Good boy. I wish I had my brush, because the brush would be easier. But I don't want to make him move again. That's why it's important when you have these old guys to have everything at your fingertips. Just so that you don't have to move them again. But we do have to go get our clippers anyways to do his belly, so You're not far. Since I'm here, I'll grab my brush. Okay, buddy. Good boy. Just taking a 15 in here. Think you can see? I hope you can see. I sometimes don't pay attention to where the camera is. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna go over his sanitary. I'm just folding it gently. He's got a couple little, not knots, but just goopies, I guess. I'm just gonna take it inside his armpits too, so we don't have to worry about saggy skin. I'm just gonna gently hold him up and do what I can while he's standing. Gently hold his foot up. It's okay, buddy. Okay. I think we're at that point where we have to take the, just about take the noose off. Just gonna fix up this leg since he's standing. It's okay, buddy. He's so awkward, he has a hard time sitting even. Poor old guy, hey? Poor old guy. Okay. We're going to just move this to the other side so that we still have a secure way to hold them. We're gonna move the clippers so they don't get knocked over. And we're gonna get rid of some of this hair real quick. So we can see what we're doing. My boy, he's a good boy. He just wants to lay down again. He's done. He's had enough, so we're just gonna take this and just go over the spot where he had the armpit linked up with the noose. It's wavy and curly, but you know what? It protected him from falling. And it probably made him feel a little bit more secure. So if it's curly, who cares? again, it's all about comfort level for him. And I'm just gonna do 15 inside his ear so I don't have to trim this and worry about it. These hairs are sticking out and they're bugging me. So why not? We cheat when we can. It's just gonna add to his comfort level anyways. Okay. The mom's gonna be so understanding. She's just gonna care that her dog was treated kindly. She's not gonna care about the haircut and just that he's clean. She's gonna be happy about it. Like I said, we have to put these senior dogs' comfort first. Good boy. He's really having a hard time with me doing his head, but that's not uncommon for old dogs. They can't see or they see shadows. They have sore teeth and gums, so just holding their mouth can sometimes cause pain. And so we just try and gently do it as if we can, and if we can, we can. I'm just gonna try and hold his ear back here. Keep sloping forward because it's so short. And he's had enough. Good boy. Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay, guess what time it is? Time for pictures. I'm gonna be laying down. I've got a bandana right here. It's a Canada Day one. This might be too big, so we're gonna cut it in half. Just to make sure that it's gonna fit. So I usually just fold the bandana in half and then just see if it's gonna fit around his neck. And it's gonna be pretty tight, but I'll show you a trick too that we can make it so that it fits better. He doesn't need a huge bib. So I am just gonna, I cut this in half. Now I'm folding it in half again, and I'm just gonna cut this triangle tip right out. And that's gonna give us a wider neck. So that we can put it around and tie it easily. Might have to cut it a bit more. No, we won't. We won't cut it anymore. We'll just tie it looser. They might have to cut it off, but we will just, okay, my fingers don't work very good. Come on, there we go. So we just want to make sure, oh, you know what, that's too small. You know what, I don't like it. I lied, we're not gonna use it. We're gonna get a new one. I think my next client's here, so we'll be back. He's all done.